All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises. Power by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. On to like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob Shalom in Hebrew, which means peace. The symbolism is uncanny. It's beautiful. It's poetry. All right. This is the symbol of Babylon the Great, which is America, falling, 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 falling. There's so much countless scriptures that could back that up. And then the brother player said, "This is not AI for before any fool says that." This is heavy. Hey, just like you had that the symbolism of a couple of ravens, I believe, that was tearing down the small hats flag, which that was an omen. Well, guess what? This is the omen. Matter of fact, I'm gonna back it up. You gotta love this. Real quick, I'm just going straight to the point, backing it up. Several actually, but Jeremiah 51 and 25. It says, "Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth," which is talking about America, Babylon the Great, right? "I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain." The only thing that was missing, that damn thing burning. Because what's the symbolism of America? Good old Lady Liberty. All right. Lady Liberty, which is here in New York City, is a symbol of America. Okay. Which was given to America by the French as a symbol of, I forgot which god it is. It is her name. It is Liberty, but there's a particular Lady Liberty. Slakia. Come on, someone. Lady Liberty. Let's say origin. Damn, not original. Okay. Nope, not that I was looking for. Okay, I should put. It's gonna be here. Nope, that's the lie. Okay, I can do it. See if I can get it. Nope, not interested. Let's see. I don't. Okay, today I found that Barth became a Freemason. No, what the hell does it got to do with anything? Laying the cornerstone of liberty, Freemasonry. Well, it doesn't really matter. That goes back to a different deity. Let me see if I can find it. Because I'm fascinated by it too. You done heard it all. There it is. Well, actually, it was the other one. Here it is. Occulted origins of the Statue of Liberty. Now, what it tell us, the viewers, and they say basically that Statue of Liberty is not an actual a woman, that's actual man. It says Helios Christos. I believe it was actually if I'm not mistaken, It was a particular land, a seaport land, just like New York City, that had that symbol, which it goes back to what it. I was skimming through it. Well, here it is. It says the Romans began as a pagan cult whose idol was Mithras, the sun god, that had one of Dagon, which Dagon. No, it said you can see the secret society who depicted who dedicated the statue to the U.S. and of course George Washington, Ben Franklin, blah, blah, blah. It's not what I was looking for. Let me see. That maybe I have to go to this one because it goes beyond Rome. All right, pretty obvious. This is an age deception. Living the Mayan, Egyptian. Da, da, da. All right, let's go into this real quick. Let's see what that pops up to be. All right, see, it goes. Remember, it said Rome, right? Because all these different deities, these guys that's worshipped, they all are repeats. They all rewash. And this is Metros statue, right? But let's see, not the bull, cutting the bull. Bing, 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 bing. The statue. Oh, see, I heard. Damn, the Statue of Liberty, Iran history. I'm just proving something. That's all. So if this is supposed to be a man, what it is a man actually, and he represented that picture. There you go. The ancient Rome, Metros. The hell? The ancient Rome Metros slaying the bull. And look the symbol behind that. So this is why they say that that's not actually a woman for the Statue of Liberty. Now I want to get the seaport, the original. What are we saying? Slovakia. Oh, go figures, huh? AR overview. The Metros is an ancient Indo-Iranian, which goes back to Babylon, right? Everything goes back to Babylon. Everything goes, which in that case, Slovakia is Iran is what you call it, the Medo-Persian Empire, evolving into a popular mystery god in the Roman Empire, primarily associated with light, truth, justice, covenant, and friendship. Sounds familiar? Serving as a guardian of the the cosmic order, a savior figure. In the Persian tradition, he's a powerful divine agent of Aras Mazda, overseeing the oaths and protecting humanity, while the Roman version. Now, so the Medo Persian Empire, they had their version, and Roman had their version. Popular with soldiers, focused on a journey to spiritual perfection through the intention rites, often depicted slaying a bull, trekking trecotone to create life. Said rooted in the ancient Persian, because Iran is Persia, mythology, mythos. He was a god of the contact, light, and truth. ensuring cosmic order, and legitimizing kings. I just read that. It's a symbolism associated with the rising sun, light, loyalty, strength. The lion, his image is often shows him slaying a bull. Role to maintain the cosmic order, judge souls after death, protect warriors, and guide worship. In the underground temples, the Mithrians with secret initiation rituals and symbolic mills accumulating in seven grades of membership. So this is the guy. Ironically, was he in the scriptures? Oh wait, self-realization. Nope, there's no scripture on that. But this is the guy who they depict, they use, and maintain. There's another picture. If I come by the seaport, let's see, not the seaport. What I'm saying, they made a statue. I forgot what particular thing. Somebody was gonna eventually show it. I don't want to make this too long. But all this is rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. That's all we see. So the Statue of Liberty is nothing or no, it's nothing original or organic. There's nothing original about it. It was just a rinse and repeat. It was a symbol, not for freedom, liberty, and justice for all and all that crap that they dispel. It was a Masonic symbol that they gave to America. All right, the French Masons gave to America. Okay, because this particular land is what they call Atlantis, the New World. Okay, and it was incorporating old um, paganism to this new land. Okay, that was supposed to be under the guides of Christianity. So this became the pure symbol of America. Although it's not although it's not in America, yet it's still the symbol is there. The Lord doesn't do things by mistake. Because this bitch, America, is going down. All right? This whore is going down. Revelation, I said at 18 and I said at 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was enlightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is fallen. Oh, listen, I was just going with the spirit. I just got to remember. That's a. If that doesn't show you that Babylon the Great is falling, I don't know. Well, we just got to live through it, because we're living through the downfall of America. Okay, literally, and this guy that's in office is a perfect candidate. Rinse and repeat. Everything is about rinse and repeat. Everything's reincarnated. So the great fall, we are in the time of the great fall. Okay? And this land is falling. Morally, symbolically, financially, everything is falling. This place is going down. And it says, and become the inhabitation of devils. And that's the future prophecy. So it's falling now, but it's going to be inhabited by devils. And what does it mean? Demons? No, it's talking about desert creatures. America itself is going to be the greatest desert on the planet Earth. The greatest desert. All right? And holding of every foul spirit and cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And it tells you that. So this place is set up to be inhabited by these desert creatures. And what are they going to be feasting on? The corpse that remain. Okay? For all the nations, and it's going now, is it jumped to the future. Now it's coming back to modern day time. For all the nations have drunken of her wine, of her wrath. Why is the Statue of Liberty something that goes back to ancient Persia? Okay, why is that in Brazil right now? Because the nations have drunken of her wine. Once again, everything um that failed cultures, failed empires have propped up in the ancient world, which we're not aware of. You know, we just thinking it's just normal. Come to find out, all these things was already done for. Everything is repackaged, repeated, reassigned. Oh, that's spirit. Commercial liberty mutual. So all these things are constantly showing there's nothing new under the sun. And it says, so all the nations drunk of wine had different philosophies. It says, of thy wrath, of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. What is that? Spiritual fornication. Okay, the spiritual fornication. They're making business deals with America, and some of these things that they have to do. Pastor always bring up the point, which was at maybe the last year of Biden's administration. I think it was Uganda. Kamala Harris, who hasn't done shit in office, she was supposed to take care of the border. She didn't do shit. But when they heard about how the alphabet abominable people in Uganda is going to get not persecuted, be put into prison, all right, or be executed for being abominable. She wanted to go over there and give them 18, I think it was 18 million to help stop that. And the Ugandan president was like, nah, we ain't doing that shit here. Take your money and leave. Oh, and the real reason why she did that, it wasn't really to protect those people, to keep pushing that philosophy. No, 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 no. Because a couple months before that, they found tons of gold. So there was just everything's part of a plan. Like reasoning why they want to go into um, Nigeria publicly, they'll say they want to go to Nigeria for to protect the Christians. They never give a damn about no Christians. They want it because of the oil. And these African nations, they got some balls to not to give anything to Europe. They cut the pipeline supplying to Europe. All right. So there's a lot of geopolitics things going on around the world. Okay, that proves that America's been selling these nations nothing but lies. Period. All right. So it says, let me read again. For all the nations have drunken of her wine, of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed through the abundance of her delicacy. Now, despite that America has Statue of Liberty as a symbol of New York City, America. I forgot the excellent excellencio excellence. It was the banner for New York. The main thing about that era when that statue was given to America, was what? When all the other nations started to flood this place. All right. And a lot of dealings are being all dealt. They're not plane rides and nah, they do it the old fashioned way. They use boats, right? They use boats from other net because it's cheaper. So it proves that this land is a land of imports. Okay, the main place that is certain things be imported is in the East Coast, New York. They finally make some ports. You got I believe it's Baltimore. And when that bridge fell, the Gulf, California, but New York always have a lot of port ships that comes from the other side of the world. So all the delicacy comes through this place. Okay. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people." Twofold, twofold. One physically and mentally. All right. Doesn't mean you're gonna go to another land. Like, nah, mentally. All right. That you may not be partakers of her sins, which is what? Her iniquity. Going believing the philosophies of America. Okay. She to transgress the Lord's commandments. And it says, and that ye shall not receive of her plague, which is the plagues is those thermonuclear destruction. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. And why is it consistently saying her, her, her? Because America is not a kingdom, it's a queendom. Okay? This place is a queendom. The symbol of America is Statue of Liberty, a woman. It's not just any woman. That's a train. That's a dude right there. But it goes back. It's not only that one. There's another. Maybe it could be Athena. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. But all the female, like Washington D.C., the way it's carved up, the way it's created, it's created for the Queen of Heaven, the owl, Pentagon owl, the 5 star. Everything about this place is symbolism to Freemasonry, the occult. All right, because in this world, unfortunately, um, these women are put on a pedestal. The vibration of America is a woman. All right, the vibration of America is a woman. So when the scriptures it tells you going back, well, actually, we go one. Revelation 17. I didn't want to make this too long, but hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna just jump down. You know what? I'll start here. 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. Talking about here, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, which goes back into Rome. 7 heads, 7 heads represent Rome, Greece, Germania Minor, the Germania Major and Minor, um, France, Spain, Britain. Okay, so this is a symbol of Rome all over again. Because when you look at the old ancient Roman Empire, those are like the key places that it was. In the 10 horns, it became the Commonwealth, but also had ancient names to it. I can't remember all of it. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand of the abomination and the filthiness of her fornication. So the woman represents America. It's talking about America once again. All right. The Bible, the symbolism in the Bible, it hits pointed. The great mystery that was is no longer a mystery. The world sees it. And the Lord is constantly showing the world the omen that's going to take place for America. And it says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the great, the mother of harlots, and the abomination of the earth. Which when you read it in the Hebrew, is 666. All right. And I saw the woman drunk with the blood of the saints, which are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Well, we are the biblical Israelites. The blood, we constantly see that they make mockery of us. They take joy of their history of taking it. What is Trump trying to do? He's trying to erase the fact what took place to our people. All right. It says, and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shai, which it isn't stopped from the past, is going to continue to the great persecution when they try to implement the RFID microchip. All right. And it says, and when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration because it was good for that. It was beholding the eyes. So America is associated with a woman. It is the woman. I'm going to jump down to this and I'm going to end it. It says back in Revelation 18, and for her sins have reached unto heaven, literally, space stations, space junk, okay? Her debt, not talking about the debt that they owe the international banker, the debt that they owes the Lord is is at a peak. And it says, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities, which are her sin that is multiplied. For the very exception of this world, this side of the world was caught, not within caught, it was saturated with the blood of the saints. The original sins of America are what? The genocide of the Lord's chosen people. That's literally its original sin. Okay? So the Lord has remembered it. You could pretend and try to take things out of the history book. You could pretend and say, oh, we're not gonna put this, take this statue down, take this picture. But the Lord ain't forget nothing. All right. The scriptures tell you that the Lord requires that which is past. So we gotta move. We gotta move on. No, there ain't no moving on. Yahweh Shem Shai's will is to destroy this place. It says, reward her even as she's rewarded thee. Let me say it. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And in the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. So what she has done to the Lord's chosen, she's going to get back and then some. So America is going to be destroyed, period. And that symbol that we saw was the symbol of this place. And it's getting clearer and clearer day by day what the Lord, how the Lord feels about this place. The signs are there. The end of this place is more nearer than we believe. So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.